B, on which interval is R of t with components square root of t and for the I component and square root of t minus 1, on which interval is it continuous? Well, it's really the domain that we're talking about, because square root you see two square root functions, right? Square root functions are continuous on their domains. All the stuff you learned in Calc 1, we're not going to try to prove it again. You can use it. Square root functions are continuous on their domains. Rational functions, think fractions with polynomials in the numerator and denominator, continuous on their domains. The transcendental functions, which include the trig functions, the logarithmic functions, the exponential functions, are continuous on their domains. You can just, polynomials are continuous on their domain. You can assume all of that, okay? So this question then breaks down to say, well, since we know it's continuous on its domain, both component functions are continuous on their respective domains. This guy will be continuous, but you have to take the overlapping domain, right? You can't include, when you write down your interval of t values, you can't include a t value that doesn't work in both component functions. Does that make sense? So let's write down the parametric equations. What's x equal to? Square root of t. What's y equal to? Root t minus 1. What's the domain for the square root of t? We're talking real valued functions here. So 0 to infinity, right? Do we include 0?
Yes.
You bet. What about for square root of t minus 1? The smallest value we're allowed to plug in is 1, so 1 to infinity. Which interval is, well, what's the you could think of it, the domain we're looking for is the overlapping interval. So if you graph both of these on the number line, it'd be the shaded, overlapping shaded region. Like the intersection is what it really is. Which one? Yeah, if you're not sure, just go back to something you're really comfortable with graphing on well, that's not much of a number line, but it's not very straight. 0's here, you'd shade to the right for this one, right? Now use a number line with the same, it's a horrible number line, with the same scaling. 1 is here, you would shade to the right. Where's the overlapping shaded region? From 1 to infinity? Yeah, okay. So this is the interval on which R of t is continuous.